Hi there. About a year ago I bought the Karma Go Wi-Fi hotspot, and today I'm taking a look back to see how that's working out for me. But first, mach schnell mit der Intro. So this is the Karma Go. In an earlier video I talked about how I got it for use when traveling in the United States. You can click on the video here to see that video if you're interested. Now, almost a year later, I have used it a couple of times, and here's my impression of it so far. First up, activating the device. This was pretty easy. I had already the app installed on my phone, and right after landing at the airport I activated it. I think it took a minute or two and I was connected to the internet. I don't think it could have been done much easier. Next up, coverage. So far I have used it in Arizona, Nevada, California and Florida. I didn't really run into any problems with connectivity. I mean, sure, a few times on the road there were places with no signal for a little while, but it was out on the open road in the middle of nowhere, pretty much the same places where my cell phone didn't have any signal either, so I was kind of to be expected. But I was able to run Google Maps and Apple Maps for navigation, as well as using getting traffic updates for my TomTom app. I also was able to do the regular smartphone stuff that I was expecting to do, not just navigation that I mentioned, but searching for places to get lunch, taking Skype calls. As soon as you were within reach of some sort of civilization, there seemed to be coverage, and I had no problems getting a connection to the internet. I need some coffee.
One option nearby is Starbucks on Stockton Hill Road. Is that the one you want?
The only place where it didn't work was at the Junipine Resort in Oak Creek Canyon. But to be fair, my cell phone didn't have any coverage either, and the resort did say on their homepage that I should expect the cell phone coverage to be non-existent and their Wi-Fi for emails only. But you know, it was actually refreshing to be disconnected from the world for a little while, and I would happily stay there again. Now, about their Karma system. With the Karma Go you have the option of offering up free Wi-Fi for people around you, and I had a bit of fun doing that. Every time someone signs up through your access point, you get 100 megabytes of free data, and they get 100 megabytes of free data. So I tried to see which places I would be most successful at getting new subscribers. So anyone using your Karma Go for internet access will be using their own account and not your account. For example, a night out at a restaurant, in this case Burns Steakhouse in Tampa, I got 2 sign-ups. Airports depend on if they have a sensible free Wi-Fi solution without any odd strings attached to it, such as having to download an app to get an hour of free Wi-Fi or something like that. In Las Vegas I saw no sign-ups, but in Orlando I got about 5 sign-ups in 2 hours. In hotels it varied from place to place. Usually I didn't see any sign-ups even if I kept it running all day in the hotel room. In one casino though, where they didn't have Wi-Fi everywhere and poor cell coverage, people waiting in line for the buffet, or perhaps at the casino floor also, I got 3 sign-ups while eating breakfast and 1 sign-up while trying to avoid losing too much money. Now, a success story. While staying in a rented house in Tampa, the internet connection died after 3 days, and we were left without any internet at all, had it not been for the Karma Go. So I left it in the center of the house, and it covered the entire house nicely, both the first floor and in the basement. The others staying in the house used the access point as well, which, by the way, earned me another 2 sign-ups from the others. One thing I want you to be aware of when you're using the Karma Go: when you're leaving the hotspot open for others to use when they're creating their own account, the communication between your devices and the hotspot are not encrypted. That is something you might want to be aware of, but if I'm not mistaken, the latest version of the software enables you to actually encrypt the Wi-Fi communication. The conclusion: would I recommend it? Well, for people living in the United States and depending on internet everywhere, I would say sure. Just make sure you check out the subscription options to see if any of them will suit your needs. For people like me traveling to the United States, it's a bit different because things have changed since I bought it. I got it with a pay-as-you-go subscription, which isn't cheap, and in fact I believe their rates have increased like 50% since I got it for a pay-as-you-go subscription. Also, if you live in Northern Europe or someplace where you can get a cell subscription from the company free, I would recommend that you check them out because they have an option to take your data subscription with you abroad. This covers most of Europe, I think, and now also the United States as well. So as long as you're not spending more than a month abroad without touching home, you can use the Free Like Home add-on subscription. You can use about up to, I think it's 10 gigabytes abroad, as well as SMS, MMS and phone calls. This is something I am strongly considering for the future, and actually I would have switched to them had it not been because my current phone I pay for by my workplace, but even so I think it's very tempting. Alrighty then, this is all for today. If you want to subscribe, click on the video in the upper right corner, click on the video in the lower right corner to check out more videos, or click on the video in the lower left corner if you are feeling lucky. Until next time, have fun on the interwebs.